Recorded Books presents Compromised, Tom Clancy's The Division by Thomas Parrott, narrated by Mia Barron. Chapter 1. There was no power in the abandoned gym. No power was the new normal. The only light came slanting in through the windows on the wall facing the street. One of the window panes had been shattered inward. Sunbeams reflected off the scattered fragments, sending dancing rainbows across the ceiling. The exercise area was one large room. The light picked out the dusty shape of treadmills and stationary bikes. Myra Canai sat on a weight bench toward the back. She drank tepid water from her canteen and splashed more onto her face. She had been there for hours already, and her muscles burned with fatigue. She was lightly clad in a sports top and shorts. It was the middle of an April day, but there was no heat to the Kansas sun. She might have caught a chill had she not been driving herself so hard that sweat dripped from her brow. Myra's gaze wandered over unused equipment and dirty mirrors. She had been coming here for weeks now, but she had never been able to piece together this place's story. She mused about it a lot between sets. The unnamed township nearest to the Kansas core couldn't have had a population higher than 150 people. As small as the town was, 10% of the people could have worked out here at the same time. It seemed excessive. For all she knew, this place had been abandoned before the green poison had come along and kicked over the whole anthill. The broken window only made things more confusing. What had someone hoped to find in a gym? There was something darkly funny about imagining someone scavenging all the protein powder they could find as society crumbled. In the end, of course, there were no answers to be had. 1,000,000 little stories had played out like this across America as the end came. All of them were lost now. Myra was an archaeologist in her own time. The thought made her shake her head, scattering droplets of sweat to the floor. She stood in a surge. The sudden movement pulled at the scar tissue that covered her back. It ran from the base of her skull to her tailbone, the leftovers of a desperation maneuver with an incendiary grenade. Skin grafts had saved the worst parts, but the damage had been severe. Even now, moving too quickly would set off a cascade of pain sizzling down her spine. Myra ignored the pain. She wasn't used to it, whatever she told the rest of the division personnel. She just refused to give in to it. If hurting for the rest of her life was the price she paid, so be it. She would not let herself break over this. Others had been dealt worse hands. If they could keep going, so could she. She wrapped her hands carefully, flexing her fingers against the stiff fabric. It was stained yellow with old sweat. No amount of washing got it out at this point. The punching bag hung in the shadows. In the back of the gym, it was just a looming shape. Myra liked it that way. It felt more real. She threw the first punch. It hit hard, a loud smack in the silence. Another, then another. Myra picked up the tempo as she went. Her hands soon throbbed from the pounding rhythm. Leo, one of the more experienced agents she worked with, had given her this training regimen to follow. She pushed harder and faster than he had suggested. Her heart pounded. Images flooded into her mind's eye. A body toppled from atop a semi in a spray of blood. Toxic green clouds flooded a town's streets. A machine gun roared, deafening. An outcast dripped blood onto a sobbing man. Her jaw ached. She was grinding her teeth. Her brother, Kazai, fell to his knees, eyes glassy and chest a ravaged mass of bullet holes. Myra threw her whole body behind the next punch. Her legs buckled and she fell against the bag. She caught herself at the last second, fingers digging into the rough fabric. "Myra," someone said. Myra moved, an explosive surge of reflexes. She took 2 steps to where her gear was and had the shotgun in her hand in the blink of an eye.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.